Hi, this is Roger Balzer. Welcome to a special edition of our 2-Minute Tuesday for March 16th of 2020. Our title is Lessons from 1918. The pandemic is here, and we found ourselves in what the media is telling us is uncharted territory without enough toilet paper. When the market falls as rapidly as they have over the last few weeks, and the country is going into lockdown, it's reasonable to be worried about a situation that seems unprecedented. But let's not panic, because we've been there before. The last outbreak to achieve pandemic status was the H1N1 swine flu, which hit U.S. soil in April of 2009. You might hardly remember it because markets were on a tear after bottoming out in March of 2009, and the outbreak barely registered on investors. But some say that COVID-19 is nothing like recent epidemics. So I want to take a look at one of the country's worst pandemics, the 1918 Spanish flu, where nearly 1/3 of the world's population contracted the disease and more than 50 million died in just 15 months. Despite the human toll, the Dow actually rose during the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic. The Spanish flu led to quarantines, labor shortages, and contributed to a short recession in the aftermath of World War I. But while markets were extremely volatile during 1918, they returned to an upward trajectory by early 1919 before the pandemic was officially over. In spite of the business interruptions, the Spanish flu only caused an estimated 0.5% hit to annual GDP. History shows us that pandemics are not that uncommon, and their effects on the market is typically short-lived. Historically, pandemics have struck the U.S. regularly over the last 100 years. Though outbreaks sometimes precipitated or accompanied market declines, stocks typically regain ground quickly as the epidemic subsided. The past can't predict the future, but it's a good reminder that pandemics are not the only driver of market movements. Economic fundamentals, business health, and future earnings all drive market trends along with technicals. My goal isn't to downplay the seriousness of the outbreak. We are in the exponential growth period of the virus. It's not going away anytime soon. However, the markets are running on fear and uncertainty more than rational assessments of the future. So you may be wondering, what do I do now? Number one, don't buy or sell based on the headlines. There's a lot of fear, speculation, and uncertainty feeding the market in the volatility we're experiencing. Number two, focus on staying healthy and taking sensible precautions to keep yourself and your family safe, especially if you have loved ones who are at a higher risk of complications from the virus. Number three, show the people around you some extra kindness in these days of anxiety. Be grateful for the medical professionals on the front lines and the hardworking folks keeping stores stocked. Remember that we as a nation have been here before, and we have the resources we need to get through this. Remember, I'm watching the markets so you don't have to. When the markets fall off a cliff and economic upheaval is on the horizon, professional advice is one of the best tools you can have to cut through the noise and make rational decisions. I am closely monitoring the indicators, the research releases, and market movements. I'm looking after your portfolio. I'm seeking out opportunities and making plans for the next steps. If you need a pep talk or to discuss your investment strategy, please reach out to me at 440-610-3012. I'm there for you and happy to talk at any time.